months ago, we talked about the Boko Haram. And we asked the question, as it was reported, that they kidnapped 200 Nigerian girls or young women. We asked the question, which was a very controversial question. Was it kidnapping or was it rescuing? You say, wait a minute, Daku, y'all believe in kidnapping? They probably just wanted to rape those girls. You don't know what the hell they were doing. You don't know what their reasoning for, quote unquote, kidnapping these girls was. But we just went on a fact-finding mission tonight. This is Thanksgiving Day Eve, if you will. Just before the closing of one of the Target stores here in the chocolate suburbs of Washington, D.C. To help you understand just how chocolate it is here, the demographics say that we're about 66% black, Prince George's County, that is. 66% black. About 15% white, and the rest are Hispanic and others. So-called Latino or Hispanic, Mexican, whatever y'all want to call them, and others. 66% black. But this particular Target store that we went to is in an area that's 95% black. 95% black. We also got to inform you, since most of y'all keep saying that our problem is economics, and when you talk about economics, the first thing that comes to people's minds is dead white presidents. Alright, so we're going to talk about those types of basic, or that type of basic economics today. Dead white presidents. As far as dead white presidents goes, Prince George's County, Maryland is reportedly the wealthiest large black county in America. Okay? It's an educated area. A lot of these Negroes here are educated. They rubbing elbows with the presidents. Okay? They got political positions. They own a police force, the fire department, local government, state government, county government, the townships. They own the civic associations across the county. But we go into the store on a fact-finding mission, and we find much the same of what we found 2 or 3 years ago when we did the same fact-finding mission at the same store. That here we are going into the most white supremacist season of the year, which y'all call the holiday season. Thanksgiving, the celebration, the white man's celebration of the massacre, murder, and mayhem of our Native American ancestors and our African ancestors. And Friday's going to be Black Friday. And y'all going to go give all your money that you didn't give all your money already to the white man on Thanksgiving to help him celebrate the murder of your ancestors. The money that you got left over, you're going to go spend the rest of it on Black Friday. And then I don't even think we got to talk about Christmas. I mean, y'all don't understand that this is a white supremacist holiday? You don't understand that? But we're not going into that right now. So we go into the Target store. And we see that much like 2-3 years ago, the doll babies are most of them are white. And some of them, you know, they have improved a little bit. have darker skinned folks. None of them got natural hair. But I guess because they got dark skin, it's like that dark-skinned Jesus you got up there on the wall. You got dark skin, but he still look like a damn white man. As they call him, he's black Caucasian. Alright? So now you got black Caucasians, dolls, in the store beside the white dolls. But the majority, I'm going to say, 66% of the dolls and action figures, well, as far as the action figures go, 95% of the action figures were white. And I'm going to say about 66 to 70% of the dolls were white. Alright? About 15% of the dolls were black. And the rest of them were Latino and other. So going back, Prince George's County is 66% black. We're in a store in an area that's 95% black. But the dolls were 66 to 70% white. The action figures were 95% white. And you're telling me that's not white supremacy trying to survive? Raping the minds of our children. And as we took pictures, I'm hoping that you can see the pictures here. As we took pictures of the dolls in the packaging, it said 1 years old for ages 1 year old and up. So they coming right into your house, poisoning the minds of your babies. So we asked the question, as they're poisoning the minds and raping the minds, kidnapping, if you will, the minds of our babies. We asked the question, wouldn't you kidnap your babies? Wouldn't you rescue your babies from white supremacy? Once you understand that their minds are being raped and molested, wouldn't you kidnap them? And then would you call it kidnapping or would you call it rescuing? See, until one of you all actually sit down and talk to the Boko Haram, then you can't tell me what it was they were doing. Were they kidnapping these girls or were they rescuing these girls? Now, let me make this clear. Because some of y'all might be thinking that I condone or I would condone the kidnapping of my girl, of my daughter. I would not condone the kidnapping of my daughter. No matter what reason a person gives. And nature would command me to do whatever it takes to rescue my daughter from the kidnappers, no matter what their motivation is. But the kidnappers or the rescuers, they may believe that they're rescuing my daughter from a bad situation. They may not like the fact, one of the facts of my life that they found out about. Oh, we gotta rescue his little girl. Because we don't agree with this or that part of his life. So we gotta rescue her. So they come in and kidnap her. Nature is going to command me to do whatever it takes to get my daughter back. Nature is going to command me what actions to take on those that are kidnapping my daughter. Alright? So I want to make that clear. But do I understand? Do I understand that there's something called rescuing that looks like kidnapping? And one thing is very controversial that some women and men don't want to deal with is that here in the hells of the United Snakes, the hells of North America, supremacist system wants to keep the black man and woman apart. He wants to keep the black man out of the house. He wants the black woman to look to him as a white supremacist, as her husband, so to speak. So whatever she needs, whatever she wants, whatever she desires, she either gets it herself, as she would say, or gets it from the very system that's destroying and maintaining the destruction of the black family. So the man comes in, and this happens all the time because nature trumps white supremacy. Nature trumps white supremacy. So the man comes for a visit and kidnaps his own daughter or son. And they'll put it on the damn news. Father kidnaps son. And you don't even raise the question. The question don't even come up in your mind. How is a parent going to kidnap his or her own child? It's just like we watched on the news earlier today. This is how we know they got your mind, because they stop you from thinking. Early this morning, about 7 o'clock, we saw in the news that 2 FBI agents were shot near Ferguson. And then they said real quick and real slick, but it didn't have anything to do with what's going on in Ferguson. I bet you didn't even raise, no question even popped up in your mind. Wait a minute. 6,000 miles across America, and it just so happens that after what went down in Ferguson on Monday, it just so happens that on Tuesday, 2 FBI agents get shot in the same area, and it don't have nothing to do with Mike Brown and Darren Wilson. You got to think, y'all. And that's all I'm encouraging you to do. I don't know anybody in the Boko Haram. I don't know what their reason was for kidnapping these girls. But I know enough to ask questions. If I go get my son right now from where he is, the mother can call the police and say this man came and kidnapped my son, meaning her son. How in the hell am I going to kidnap my own son? Only under white supremacy. It's a criminal justice system. But now they label me a kidnapper, and you say, yeah, that dude a kidnapper, man. You got to watch out for him. You got to watch your kids around him. I'm not trying to steal your kids. I'm not trying to kidnap your kids. I'm just getting my son, right? But then the white man will tell you that that's kidnapping. And they'll throw my behind in jail for kidnapping my own son. That makes absolutely no sense at all. Now, don't get me wrong again. I got to let y'all know, because I'm going to satire you, and I assume that everybody's going to think. But I understand that most of y'all ain't going to think. All right? So I need to let y'all know that I ain't no fool, and I know that some guys are out of their damn mind for many different reasons. Matter of fact, most of us that live here, that were born and raised in the United States, are somewhat out of our mind in some way, that shape or form. Okay? So some guys are out of their mind. But you gonna tell me all these guys that want to be in the lives of their children are out of their mind? No. It's nature that commands them, that draws them to their children. It's nature that's telling them, you better go get your child. It's nature that makes them go against the system, or some say the shitstem. It's nature that makes that happen. But you so educated here. You got so much knowledge. You say, nah, the government said they were kidnapped. You don't ask no questions. You expect us to believe that they care about 200 girls in Nigeria that were kidnapped or rescued, but yet over here, they kidnapping and raping all your children's minds. They done kidnapped all of your children. And you talking about 200 children or young ladies that were kidnapped in Nigeria. Give me a break. So I tell you, we need to rescue our children. We need to kidnap the minds of our children. Because the goddamn white man, yes, the goddamn white man. And if you consider yourself a white person with a conscience, then you know what the hell I'm talking about. Some of you white people that do have somewhat of a little conscience, as you about to also celebrate the massacre of the Native American ancestors, our African ancestors, you still going to eat that turkey right along with Big Tony and them. All y'all celebrating the murder of our ancestors. With all of your so-called humanity. Huh? With all of your so-called compassion, you're going to celebrate the massacre of our ancestors. Does that make sense to you? So, if you're a white person, I already told y'all last week, you black and Native American, you damn sure can't celebrate no Thanksgiving. But if you're a white person and you claim to be a humanitarian, you can't celebrate Thanksgiving. That needs to be a day of atonement for white people. You are your ancestors, whether you like it or not. So you're reaping the rewards from what your ancestors did. To not only the black man and black woman, the red man, red woman, as y'all call them, which is they all the same thing. But your ancestors damaged the entire planet Earth. They're enemies of nature itself. You can't celebrate Thanksgiving, white people. So rescue your babies. Kidnap your babies from white supremacy. And you'll be in the damn headlines. Black people have kidnapped their kids. The same headlines that say a black man kidnapped his own babies. Don't kidnap your own babies. Who am I kidnapping them from is the question. Who has custody of my child? Yes, the mother, but who's the damn father? The goddamn white man is the father. If you don't believe me, black men, go out there and take your child with you today. You ain't gonna be able to do it. Unless the mama say you can. Or unless the goddamn white man says you can. Kidnapping or rescuing? That is the question. This has been Daku Akabo Waakatu.